the first minute of the movie and we already start with some clownery. This nigga Golden Leg kicked the kick so bad that this man wasted airtime for no reason. I doubt LeBron have the vert to intercept the kick like that. The crowd was on his head top. I mean, literally. He ate a mean one to the face. This nigga must have had a parlay on the game or something. Then the floodgate ass whooping opened up on him. 8 times stopping someone from missing a goal? Is that not insanity? Some of these niggas was probably looking for a reason to stomp someone out. I bet half of them don't even like soccer. One dude was like, since you can't make a kick anyway, nigga, give me that knee. Then stole this man's entire career with a Louisville slugger to the knee. Why do you have a baseball bat at a soccer game? That man is a criminal. Lock his ass up. This nigga here, whoever he was, walked there with an evil ass smile on his face, while Golden Leg was slowly becoming a mom or SpongeBob. But they put on with the transition. The editing team was working overtime in the bag. The name of this man's group is literally called Team Evil. And ever since Golden Leg became No Legs, he was number 1 in the player aspect and number 1 in the coach aspect. Crazy. From that information alone, we could already guess he was responsible for the ass up and Golden Leg received. From that information alone. Then when we found out he was left with Golden Leg, this man's hitting the Men in Black walk, the Shannon Sharp wobble. You hate to see it. This man's talking about some, your shoes are dirty, let me clean them. Hey, I could be a bum, but I'm never on my hands and knees for another nigga. That's just me though. That's just me. They really beat him into submission. Man was on all fours while this nigga really rested his boot on his cranium. He was a little too happy to be another man's table, just so he could become a coach of his own team. You were still once a go at once upon a time in your career, even if you missed the kick. I'm pretty sure some people want to train underneath you, but to be reduced to this state is crazy. But after a quick roast session, Golden Leg understood he was being bitched. He let this man hung, convinced him to miss a kick, but f the fact you missed the kick. He got your ass beat. That's instant ground to shoot a 30 with him. And I'm not talking seconds. Hong was feeling himself. Came back to whisper in this man's ear, I'm the one that hired the mob to touch you something nasty. That fearlessness to rest your chin on a nigga's shoulder as you taunt him, he's him purely from a villain's standpoint. Who has confidence like that? You can see the crash out loading in this man's face, but he still didn't do shit. It's not looking good for you already, Golden Leg. It's not looking good for you already. Golden Leg with this newfound information, which should have been obvious to everyone. Like I said, who the hell carries a bat to a soccer game? He turned to the brass monkey, the liquid courage, as he walked down the street until he spotted this freaky motherfucker doing split stretches in public while commenting on a soccer game. Mighty Still Leg, aka Sing. That's a long ass name, so I'm just gonna call him Sing. This enticed Golden Leg and they began to talk. When this nigga Sing jumped up using pure thigh muscle, and Golden Leg was impressed, damn near shocked, started seeing flames behind this man as he walked up. But I think that was a beer he was sipping at 2 p.m. But that excitement was short-lived because Singh was a martial artist and Golden Leg was looking for a nigga to kick some balls. Singh was given the chance to show the practicality of his martial arts by watching some woman who came twisted mad hard into the scene. I know her hips are begging her to stop as she slipped on a banana peel, and she really was gonna utilize that screen time. She was given 3 camera angle changes. This man's gonna say, after seeing a woman become a pretzel, see, if she used my Shaolin arts, that banana peel never caught her lacking. We cut to a snippet of an old man walking around a landmine of banana peels. Niggas are really trifling. Wherever that monk is located, because they created a martial arts that allows you to walk on air, but there's no trash can in sight anywhere. Don't ask me why, but Singh went on an entire pitch for his martial arts, like this was a job fair and he was recruiting. He was like, if she had practiced Shaolin Iron Hand, she would have no problem parking. But if she used that on her car, she was gonna become a bus taker. Car gone. That car only stopped because the wall was there. Just imagine you try to park your car like this and this happens. A man was getting laid off, but to Sing, this was a perfect opportunity to talk about another martial art, Shaolin flying sword. But no lie, what the hell did that monk even accomplish with that sword, besides making himself dizzy from spinning that fast? After all that glizzy Sing did to the Shaolin arts, how did Golden Leg respond?
Man, shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
We moved to follow Sing's point of view, and before I skip further to the movie, let me talk about a few things. Starting with this man's shoes. These shoes look like he's been skipping through a coal mine. Quit walking on graves while it's raining for fun, and sticking his toe through the hole is some treacherous work. We get to see some more of his feats though. We see this man kick a fridge to the top of a pile of refrigerators. He should have been the first Avenger in the MCU, you know, to replace Hawkeye or even Thor. And then like Jaden Smith was talking about, we get to see the economical state of the world. Sing sold 2 big ass bags of cans strong enough to hold up his body weight for 20 cents. Okay, Mr. Krabs, 20 cents is disrespectful. We are then introduced to Sing's love interest Mai with a showcase of martial arts while she harassed some flour and water to create some dough. But I'm gonna skip a little further into the movie. Let's head to the club where he meets his brother. Sing's brother had the wildest name for his technique, the Iron Head. Now listen, if my brain wasn't warped by the countless hours on the internet, the name would be normal, but that's not the case anymore. Sing had an idea to promote his martial arts through the power of music, and he performed at a club that his brother worked at, which led to a fight because it was some hot ass, like listening to the Soul Train during the summer day. A group of men approached Sing and told him to step outside to squabble real quick. I mean, if you didn't like the song, you could have tuned to something else or left the club. I'm just saying, we don't have to go to knuckles instantaneously. But before we get to the outside shenanigans, we have another scene we have to talk about first. At the beginning of the movie, Sing kicked a can, and who do we see in the alley breaking the law? Golden Leg, giving the wall a golden shower. Golden Leg spots the can that Sing kicked across map, decided to give it a little tug, and unveiled the squabble that's about to happen right before our very eyes. Sing versus a group of assholes, and this was a stage for Sing to show his effortless dominance over them. He wasn't even hitting them. Hell, he even gave one of the men a blowout. Pause, that sounded weird, but that's what it's called. But now, we get to the soccer part. So first, this nigga, why did you bring a soccer ball to a squabble, and why did you believe it would be an effective weapon in your hands? The only thing it earned him was a dirt nap. Had Sing out here flexing after that performance, talking about some, I promise my master I will use my martial arts like this. I'm here to play soccer. This man utilized every drop of the budget with his anime ass soccer kick. Why is he low-key built like Luffy? Using a soccer ball as a bowling ball, damn near kicking a perfect game. This one right here was holding a stick like a damsel in distress, while the main two try to dip off, but a game of pinball was in their future. Look at the damage to the wall. You know the ball blew that man back out. Maybe he should have used martial arts because he almost kebabbed this dude. What's the difference between how you kill him, but I guess he didn't kick him directly. It makes a difference. Here goes your gold star. Hey, let me apologize real quick. This man that I called a damsel in distress, he was still willing to get active after witnessing a performance of that level firsthand. Never mind. He ended up getting robbed and had his style of martial arts disrespected while he stood there. I was right. Damsel in distress. Now we're on the stage of building the soccer team for Golden Leg's revenge. Sing would gather his other martial brothers to help him form the soccer team, but all of them declined to join. Empty hand, iron shirt, lightweight. No one else was interested to talk about until I seen this man wearing a potato chip beard. Had me curious, what does he do? It's been years since I saw the movie. Just like them, I was leaning closer to the screen to see what makes him lightweight. But this nigga pulled a Godzilla falling through Tokyo, destroying someone's hard work of stacking that toilet paper. Then we move on to the last brother, Hooking Leg, who gives another no because he's balding and he's hating on their hair. That's what I took from it. But we move further into the movie and they decide to join the soccer team. You know, the plot need to continue. Lightweight pulled up like Captain Underpants, followed by Empty Hands, aka Hash Sling and Flasher. Tell me he doesn't have that flasher fit on. And did the wind knock more hair follicles off this nigga's scalp? He wasn't that bald a scene ago. After they all gathered, it was time for them to learn how to play soccer until this nigga Sing kicked the ball into the air, resulting in them having a picnic until it came back down. Then they started jumping the ball, which had me confused. When we were introduced to Sing, this nigga was watching soccer. What is he doing now? But Golden Leg stopped him because the ball was across the field. What the hell were they focused on so intently? Golden Leg wanted to teach Sing how to control his strength, so he borrowed some of Lightweight's eggs. And boy, this butterbean built bastard was not thrilled to share. He started harassing Sing's dirty ass shoes. The shoes done seen enough in their lifetime. The last thing they needed was this nigga's mouth on them. And it was about to get even freakier when the egg exploded on this man's crotch. Lightweight was really about to gargle on some huevos. All that for some raw eggs? Until this man Sing outsmarted him, tossing an egg into Iron Shirt's mouth, turning Chubby into a pickle. I don't think I can show this level of harassment. In the matter of a few scenes, this nigga became Messi, Ronaldo, whoever's good at the game of soccer. But at one point, do we call what he's doing not soccer? At that point, it's called target practice with those pistol ass kicks. Y'all don't mind if I escape, do you? It's learning time for them. And I already did my time in school. They get into their first game, and if I'm being honest, off first looks, they are about to battle some trash cans. They don't look like they can ball for real, and I know balling. We have this man with a tucked in polo carrying around an entire wrench. What is with carrying items that is not required in soccer? This reminds me of that one scene from Dodgeball. If you could dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. My cheating senses are starting to tingle, but I could be wrong. I wasn't. First off, what the f are they doing? They're just like me when I thought I was an all-star soccer player. When I was a wee little lad, out there looking fucking stupid. But the other team didn't come to play soccer. They came to shoot a 30 with these men. With some WWE tag team, they turned this man to a blade. They fed him a 6-way slide tackle instead of taking the ball that was undefended. After all that Gliz and Sing did about their Shaolin arts, they all did being violated by Geek Squad employees. You have people catching the ball with their hands, being hit with shoulder tackles. All that training they had was out the window. They were practicing the wrong game. They should have been studying MMA. This was a full-fledged squabble. I don't see the ball anywhere in sight. Shit turned to a literal battlefield. I'm sure this is just the brain damage you received from that slide tackle, but whoever is shooting those bullets have the aim of the nigga that trains the stormtroopers. When he managed to gather some of his working brain cells, he came to his senses. He was holding a busted shoe and a branch, getting beaten into a documentary about World War II. It's unheard of. Golden Leg took Sing out the game when he hit the LeBron and started snitching. Yoked this man up talking about soccer is war. I was gonna correct him, but he did get his ass beat on the soccer field, so I let him have that. But I be like, coach, look at them. That's not soccer no more. They are out there disappointing the master that taught them the arts. I put too much disrespect on the one with the tucked in polo. He was one of them. Basically told this dude he could only leave once he said he could. Whoa, he was really feeling himself. Had this man on his hands and knees talking about some, I'm not good enough to play against you. He pulled down his shorts. Then he pulled down his drawers. Standing in front of this man, buck naked. You have to put the emphasis on the K. Then told this man to wear them. He was feeling himself a little too much. If you don't whip out that martial arts and this game of soccer, but this nigga gladly, albeit with some tears, donned that shit like he was Kanye West, testing out one of his new masks. But the humiliation is what they needed because they finally awakened the beast inside of them and stopped acting like bitches. And all it took was some stupid ass poses, turning this game from a squabble into a mannequin challenge. Back into the action, this time correctly, no longer forgetting who they are. They started bodying them. Aryan Head hit a bat flip over a slide tackle, landing like a torpedo into this man's gut, then hit the cleanest set of flips, getting back into the game of soccer, balancing the ball on his head before serving it to hook and kick. And I swear, they beat this man lying even further back. Hook and Leg caught the ball using his feet as hands, then started breakdancing with that shit. Had him stumbling and bumbling, unable to process the level of skills he was using, until he passed the ball to Lightweight, where he showed us where he been hiding, running in the air, serving a mean-ass bicycle kick. Now the ball was with Iron Shirt. This nigga tucked the ball between his chest and thighs while he beat the shit out of him. Well, at least tried, because Iron Shirt was like,
"Who threw that piece of paper at me?"
This nigga even whipped out a wrench and was surprised when it bent on his head. Iron Shirt launched that thing like he David Hasselhoff off the SpongeBob movie. And I've been calling SpongeBob way too much in this video, making me sound like a SpongeBob demon or something. 50 Hands caught the ball, but the soccer thug took their shoes off to kick him at him, to distract him or something. But that didn't even matter. He utilized such speed, catching everyone in their shoes, then simply stacking on top of the ball like a shield. Punching to the Singh, who did like 17 times before kicking the ball into the pole, missing the entire goal. They didn't even get a goal, but they're acting like they did. This freaky motherfucker with the glasses ran off, and the others decided to stay behind to join their team because they were impressed with their skills. We go to the evil dude Hung, and he's sitting there making super niggas to play soccer, have them looking like Goku. This is OD for some soccer. This nigga kicked and created a tidal wave. No way that small ass umbrella stopped all that water from hitting him. He would have been soaked. He talking about some good kick, but a bit more work. A bit more work? This man is making super soldiers for soccer? Golden Lady trying to register his team for the tournament, but it's ran by Hung, who wasn't gonna let them sign up until he seen the team and thought they were trash. I'm not gonna lie, first glances, I would think the same. After Saint trying to mack up his girl, we head to the first round of the tournament. Now let's be honest, this man's making fun of Golden Lake's team, but he looks like he belongs on their side. Like, getting ridiculed by this man is Arkham level crazy. But as soon as that whistle was blown, that hyena looking bastard got scored on, looking stupid as hell. The second play started, they started moving like they had a chance. Nope. Another point. He tried to prep talk his team up, talking about something, let's show them what we really can do. But he didn't sound confident himself. Singh is out there harassing this man with a ball. He thought it was an illusion, so Singh had to show him it was real by giving him a first class trip to the goal. Flying sidekick to the boss took 3 people on a date to the hospital. The ball was right there, but he couldn't stop this man from sauntering up and just tipping it inside. Iron Head wanted to turn to cook as well. Sent the ball flying with 3 others, had this man dropping ass on the goalie. Singh hit a spinning kick, destroying the entire team. Guess what the score was to end the game? 40-0. Why the hell did the referee let the game continue? Like, there's no way you gotta catch it till somebody got a 40-point lead on you. They started dominating games, and this one they put on the clinic. After this man Iron Shirt started treating this game like football, and Lightweight intercepted a pass mid-air and passed it to Singh, who spiked it into the goal. They started treating Singh like Curry, hitting him with that handicap match lockdown, really playing their hearts out, even getting possession, but that meant nothing. Hook and Leg slid underneath, took the ball, started hitting a spinner Rooney like he's Booker T, kept up, kicked the ball, and who came out of nowhere with the assist? Iron Head for another goal. They really out here playing soccer, not regular soccer, but still soccer. Having press conferences and everything, getting brand deals. The next game came, and without this man Fast Hands, they would have been cooked. These 2 girls with facial hair was putting on a performance, showing perfect partnership as they rocketed past Singh and Lightweight, crossing everyone else until it was face to face with the clutch god. He rejected every attempt at the goal until he had the entire opposing team on his ass taking turns. Bros like Gandalf, none shall pass. Then he threw a goal from across the field without taking a single step. A one-man team, if you will. After some plot pertaining to Singh's love interest, we now head to the next game. If I was on the other team and the photographers walked right past our team to talk ticket flicks of our opponents, I would have turned to Victoria Justice. I think we all play soccer.
We all say.
I'm sure we both made it to this round. Like, take our pictures too, nigga. I'm photogenic. This man Golden Lake walked into the field smiling, but pause. I had yet to see this man coach them beyond the little training they did in the middle of the movie. Why is this even needed? Realistically, maybe coaching is different than soccer. I'm not that versed. Got this evil bastard walking around, but look at his fit. Got the turtleneck with the beaded Cuban around his neck. Are those Armani glasses with the comb over?
Go fuck it up, Kenneth. Kenneth, fuck it up.
Popping a glick in the mouth while having a face off is wild. But it's a nice little battle tactic. Throw them off their game. Let them know you eat that. I don't know. This nigga already up there planning to cheat, like in his mind playing soccer is not about playing soccer. Someone asked him, is his team gonna score a lot of points? And what does he say? Goals aren't the only way to win. I think that's the point of the game. I could be wrong though. The game starts and these underwater experiments started running in unison. I'm gonna tell you right now, look how they running, look at their forms, that is terrifying, like something directly off the wrong turn. Singh stomped on the ball, launching it backwards towards his team, which I must say that's a good ass ball to not pop underneath that pressure. Hooking like letting the wind chop even further as hairline fed the ball to Lightweight. One of the NPCs stepped in front of him, but his software wasn't fully downloaded yet because he just stood there while Lightweight took flight, just clearing him before serving the ball to Singh, who was on go the moment he got the ball, avoiding every other player. He was cooking so easily he started dribbling the ball with his head a little bit until he locked eyes with his objective, that goal. This man put his heart and soul into that kick and started to form his very own Patronus, but all that hard work was caught with one hand. We look at the goalie, he has one hand in his pocket with that sassy lean. Had this man Singh hitting the poles in rebuttal. That's how contagious that aura he was radiating was. Then to further stamp his name, he rolled the ball back to him, giving him another chance. Even the members of the other team was giving him a chance. This man tried to whip out a wanted curve the bullet type of kick. That shit was still caught with one hand as the goalie just dangled from the post, giving him one more chance. Singh couldn't keep allowing his disrespect to slide, so he kicked the ball up to proceed to walk on the air, activating a terrain-altering kick, and it still did nothing. I mean, he did use two hands this time, but that's about it. Singh fell onto his knees in disbelief. The kick that was carrying him in his movie now meant nothing in front of XJ9. And I was right, he was making super searches for soccer, having them take drugs from America. But be careful before they hear this.
If you or someone you know has suffered a heart attack, stroke, or even died while taking Avandia,
this fake ass super soldier tried to do what Empty Hands could do and tossing a cross map goal, but not while the goat was there. Empty Hand was not back, losing some of his coins, but he executed a beautiful recovery. Chef kisses. Here goes some star points for you. To Fast Hands, the play the goalie made earlier looked a little familiar to what he did in the last game. So he's like, it, let me show you how you really do it. It didn't go to the same effect. While he did block the ball, his back was sacrificed to stop it. But he wasn't trying to lose any of those star points and recover gracefully. Here go a couple more. Empty Hands didn't have enough and told him to do it one more time. Then tell me why this man smiled, kicked the ball into the air, then hit an unnecessary backflip, skipping across the air to lob out a fireball. That burnt up his Bruce Lee fit. Then at that moment, I finally understood what Hung meant when he said goal's not the only way to win. Because he obviously was talking about attempted murder. This man cocked back his kick like he was loading a shotgun and kicked the ball directly into Empty Hand's face. Had him feeling like a top through the net, past the paparazzi into a barrier. Gonna have him playing like this for the rest of the game. But never mind, he was stretched away. This nigga not even trying to hide his evil intent, just screaming his crimes at the top of his lungs like he lifting his accomplishments. I mean, to him, those are accomplishments. Empty Hand had to earn himself a few more style points as he left the arena, donning some shades during his send-off. I'm surprised he still had a head. At this point in the movie, the drugs are working overtime because they were thrashing these guys in their own respective martial arts. He showed Iron Head, in fact, he had the best head in the movie. Lightweight Vert was called into question when this nigga jumped over him, feeding him a lion barrage, serving him to the ground. Looking like was out there performing, but like, we need a goal, my guy. This is not a dance battle. They started having a spin-off until it ended with these two guys pinning his legs in the air. Come on, we're here for a different type of balls. Then flipping like a pancake, try to break his legs while the ref just watched. Singh had enough, which resulted in him having a kickoff with the dude, which he won. They had a Mexican standoff just looking at each other's feet. In the locker room, they were sitting there licking their wounds after that world-class spanking they went through. And the extras wanted to call it quits. And who wouldn't? They're regular compared to them. And even they were getting cooked. Hey, call me a if you wish, but I'm gone. I'm not training no Shaolin arts. I don't even like summer, so why would I stay to get cooked? Unless you don't give me some of that purple stuff. I'm just saying. They are back on the field, and if they lose one more person, they're done. Their plan was to make a shield to protect their goal, since they lost the GOAT. But the only thing they did was turn themselves into bowling pins. No rest was even given. They were back on their asses, just marching down on them as a unit. Now it was Iron Shirt time to show his might. But he knew he was finished. This man made his one last phone call, which was to proclaim his love for another man's wife, who answered the phone instead of her. But when you're cooked, you don't care. He told the man to pass on the message to his wife. I know it was cautionary, but it was for naught, because he took that bitch and was still standing. And then he took another one. I might have to play him some Tupac. But question, why the hell are they treating this soccer game like it's a turn-based RPG? Where the hell are the defenders at? On the goddamn bench? Help this man out. They are allowing their teammates to eat an all-you-can-eat buffet of balls to his chest. This coach is doing everything but coaching. Nigga, yell something. I don't know if you can in soccer, but come on, the soccer ball is made of fire now. The rules have to be different. Iron Shirt earned his spot as a GOAT, catching the ball, launching a full counter. See? Now they're playing some soccer, displaying some skill. Had this ball hit this man with a juke of a life, lifetime. But apparently moving the goal was allowed because that's how this bum stopped the ball. They kept trying to cheat, but Singh was in his main character into the movie mindset and just lifted an entire grown man in the air while he clung to his ankles, but still ended up getting hurt somehow. Come on, I thought the plot had him. At this point, if the Shaolin team wins, the evil team is beyond ass because Singh is injured, Iron Shirt is injured, Empty Hands gone, while their team is still out there fresh. I'm scratching my head. How did they pull it off? I'm wondering. Hung ass up there talking about your bar is flashing. It's time. Use your special attack, which the build up for was fucking stupid. I'll be the first to admit. They pass this dude the ball again, uncontested. The Shaolin team can only use one play at a time or something. He hit a backflip into a jump. Why? I don't know. Only to spin like Tinkerbell to almost miss the ball because he was spinning too damn much and lost the ball with a kick. Iron Shirt stepped up to show his heart off and took the ball head on. Had his skin twisting like he was Luffy. He blocked the ball, but it cost him his soul. That shit went into the cameraman's lens. The ref was on their body to forfeit because they only had 7 people until Singh's love interest showed up looking like a thumb off Spy Kids to be the new goalie. Mai kicked the ball starting to play, but the other team actually played a little defense and took the ball, and guess what? The Shaolin team again disappeared from playing defense. But then this man whipped out a move that summoned a cloud of smoke forming the face of a demon. Now this should have been a special move, not the other thing they did. How are they doing cleaner bending than the Avatar movie? She effortlessly blocked this man's attempt at a goal, assessing the Aang cosplay before Aang was a character to fully utilize her airbending, and Singh tag team with her, kicking the ball, creating a natural disaster on the field, making the only goal in the game. So that's how they won, her being the cheat code and the other team not making a point. Oh yeah, plus I stand corrected. The ending proved me wrong. She parked her car with the Shaolin art without destroying it. I can admit I was wrong. If you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching.